Here again. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have some Elizabeth St. Hilaire masks from Joggles, and we are going to work with them and some botanicals. And as you can see, my plates are still dirty from the other day, but that's okay. They will clean as we go on. We are going to be using Liquitex Turquoise Blue, alizarin Crimson Hue Permanent, Light Olive Green, some Grumbacher Cadmium Yellow, and Bright Aqua Green. I'm going to start with the Bright Aqua Green. So I hope everyone's doing well today. This is being recorded on a Sunday, so I hope you're all enjoying your Sunday. I went out and grabbed some botanicals. It's getting harder to find them the closer we get to fall. Okay, now we're going to pull this print on just a piece of copy paper. Use your hands to smooth it all in. I think for the next one I'm going to use the light olive green. Hope my camera angle's better. I've been working on improving the channel, making my videos better, trying to look more professional as we go. Just throw some botanicals on here. Move our fan so it's not blowing my botanicals off. While we're going, I can tell you a little about myself. I live in the Finger Lakes in New York, in a small town. I raised 3 children who are all grown up. I was a stay-at-home mom for most of their lives. Other than when a couple of them were little, I did work for a bit. I also, I had another child who passed away when he was 2. Happiest kid, don't feel bad. He wouldn't have traded him for anything. And it just teaches you that life is precious. I really think I am a better person because I had to go through that. Okay, for the top layer on this one, I think I'm gonna throw my mask down first. We're gonna use the trellis mask. I remember the name of this one. It's like, again, it's through Joggles. Elizabeth St. Hilaire. This will probably be the last time I remember what these stencils are because they just came in the mail yesterday, so this is the first time using them. Okay, we're gonna pick this up on the one we pulled on the other plate. Hopefully it's lined up. And get my little pill bottle brayer. Serves multiple purpose, stores my rubber bands. I got into art after my mother passed away. After her 3-year bout with metastatic breast cancer. She was an artist. And once I started doing art, it was a great stress reliever. This one I think we'll pick up with the turquoise blue. It is art. I started just painting acrylic paintings. It's recently that I got into the Gelli printing and the abstract art, which I found painting an actual picture I found easier. It was easier because you knew what you were doing, but with abstract I find it's a little harder. Okay, this one we're going to pick up through the stencil. I don't remember the name of this one. And since learning art, I gotten my grandkids into it. The older one, Mia, she's 13. She prefers to sketch. She has done some jelly printing with me. And see, this one turned out quite interesting. I like the way they're turning out. Gives you more interest. Okay, now we're gonna put down some cadmium yellow. Kaya, she's only 5. And she's done things like, she'll come over, she wanted to paint a butterfly one day, so we painted a butterfly. I showed her how, and we did little sit down, learn to paint a butterfly. We've done snowmen, Christmas trees, you know, whatever she finds is easy for her. This works out so that she can, nope, I'm gonna go with botanicals again. This time I think I'm gonna use some hobby tissue paper I picked up at Walmart. It's really inexpensive. I think it was 97 cents. Can't beat the price. And it's a little sturdier than the gift wrappings tissue paper. I always lose my train of thought. Spread that over. Let's make sure we get all this out of the little holes. If you decide you didn't get enough through, you can put it back down as long as you haven't pulled it completely off the plate and rub again. If your holes still aren't as empty as you'd like them, you could go back through with some tissue paper, deli paper. They're really good at picking up those little bits. See, that's quite interesting, but I think we'll do a third layer on top of that one. Okay, I think we're gonna let this dry while we make sure we get all around our leaves. And that's how we end up with that. Now we're gonna pull our leaves. Let this one dry a bit while we go over this one. I think we're gonna go over this one with my alizarin crimson. A bit more paint. Want to make sure I'm picking up all the paint that's underneath all those dry layers. You want to get them picked up. So you need enough paint, but not too much. You'll find over time what works best. Again, dry her off on your roll-off sheet. Okay, I think we're gonna go over the one we just pulled. Try to line it up as best as I can. And smooth it down. Sprayer over it. Put the fan on it so it can dry. Then time to decide what color we're gonna go with next on this. I think we're gonna go with the bright aqua green. Putting a light layer of paint over. Got a little piece of a leaf here. And a little piece of a leaf here. With a piece of that tissue paper, we're gonna pull this print. If I can get just one piece. Again, braying over, smoothing out your paper. And if you lay it on plexiglass, which I have them mine on plexiglass, you can see through and see what your print's going to turn out like. Taking note, I'm gonna leave this just a bit longer so I can pick up more of the layers. If you don't want the leftover stuff on your plate, you can clean it with a wash wipe. That print came out quite interesting. I like the darkness and the depth the layers give it. So I do think I'll clean this one off because we're getting a lot of stuff, and I think I want to go with a lighter print. Now I have pickers that already have stuff on them from where I was doing other projects, and I will go right over them. I think we will start this one with the olive. No, we're going to start with the cadmium yellow. Decisions. Struggle to make decisions. brayering off as much of my excess paint from the brayer. I think we'll do this one. Try it by laying the stencil first. Place down our stencil and then pick up our print. Making sure to get in all those spaces. Making sure to get in every little space. And see, you still get some interesting marks from this stuff on your, because even if it's scrap paper, I'll reuse it. I'm gonna see if this is wet enough to pull this print onto this. It might be too dry already. Trying to line it up the best I can. It's not perfect, no biggie. It's just gonna be used for collage anyway. Smooth that on out. Put our fan over here so we can see how this one turned out. See, we're getting a lot of grunge from the plate, which I don't mind. I personally like the grungy prints. So I think we're gonna go over this with the stencil with the alizarin crimson wherever I sat it. You can add as many layers as you wish. It's kind of a personal preference thing. And if you don't like it, you can change it. Just add another layer. If it's too dark, add something light. If it's too light, add something dark. If it turns out after all that you don't like it anyway, ask yourself, did you have fun making it? Because if you did, it turned out just fine. Because that's the real key thing here, is to have fun. Enjoy yourself. Okay, picking up that print again, we're going to go over this. Trying to place it as close to where we had it before. Again, they sell tools. You can, I've seen people mark the corners of their paper. The tape down method, where you tape it and then lift your print, put it back down, lift your print. They all work, but I just don't worry about whether it's lined up perfect. I would if it was gonna be like a finished product, then I might do it, but this is just gonna go to collage. Oh, this one's looking quite interesting. I am glad I went with the extra layer. I really like how this one turned out. Okay, so we'll set that one aside. Okay, now let's add the turquoise blue. Now you can use it whatever colors you want. If you don't have the Liquitex, use what you got. Any paint. I use mostly acrylics. I know you can use water paints, but I'm not that great with water paints. I do use inks a lot, but you can do whatever. I think I'm gonna throw some leaves on. Gotta remember to turn my fan so it's not blowing my leaves everywhere. Get my little leaf from my lilac bush on there. Okay, I'm gonna come back through with this print and pick it up right over top. Now I'm gonna do this, grab this white without knocking my camera over. I might do a layer of white over this, depending how I like it. Okay, now, carefully pull the print. My stencil is sticking to my paper. Okay, I clearly left that too long. My stencil seems to be stuck. Lessons learned. Don't let your paint dry when you do the roll over top of method. All right, so while I fight here to get my stencil off, would have been a nice print. Now it's just shredded paper. If I can salvage any, I can use it for collage. All right, well, we'll just set that aside and we'll have to soak that in some water. Okay, I think I'm gonna use some white to pick up this print. And I think I'm gonna pick it up right on my roll-off sheet. Knock my fan over. See what kind of look we get with this. It's all experimenting. Can't go wrong. Rub a little more around my leaves. We left quite a bit of blue in spots, so let's see if we can pick up some of it with the tissue paper. It's not too dry, I should be able to pick it up. It's a little dry, but that's okay. Because we're just gonna pull these little pieces of leaves off. It's very dry today, so my stuffed paints are drying faster. Okay, we're gonna go back to this print. And I'm gonna throw down cadmium yellow to pick this up with. Get the top back on it. I admire people who can paint and not make themselves all paint. I have an apron and I always forget to put it on, so most of my clothes are covered in paint, so I never wear nice things to paint. So if you see me on video, I don't always dress this way. I just don't want to ruin my clothes. Use our Baron to smooth that up. And let's pull this print. See? Now even the runoff sheet can be used in a collage. Okay, I think we'll try one more thing. I think we'll use the alizarin crimson. Put down our mask and pick it up. Being sure to press down and get in all the holes. If you like the video, please subscribe, help grow the channel. See, now we have a much more interesting print. And I think we'll pick up the ghost with this one. This one gives me a fall vibe. I don't know why. Maybe it's the fact that we got a bit of orange going in it. But I like how that came out. So we ended up with this one. We have this one. We have our roll-off sheet. We have this one, which came out quite interesting. And let's pull this print and see how this one turned out. Okay, it made it kind of look brown in spots, but maybe someday I'll go over and throw another layer of something on it. Hope the camera angle was better. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Please like and subscribe, share it with a friend. Enjoy the rest of your day.